woman was healed for her incurable bleeding. Can you explain that?
Which verse? I didn't hear that. Which one?
Well, you know the story
Yeah,
about the
Luke
woman
8,
who was
44
healed
to
of her
48.
incurable bleeding.
Yeah, Luke 8, 44, 48.
No, actually, it's in Mark.
Yeah, it's in Mark
5:30.
5, and it's also in Luke 8. Yes, where the woman touched him, and he goes, "Who touched me?"
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a person can ask questions either because he's ignorant, or he can ask questions either to confront you and have you to come forward and acknowledge and confess, right?
Yes.
For example, and this is, you'll find this in the Quran as well, but in the Hadith, but put that aside. God says to Cain in Genesis 4:7, I'm sorry, yes, earlier, Genesis 4:10, he goes, "Where's your brother?" He goes, "How do I know? Am I my brother's keeper?" He goes, "What have you done?" "The blood of your brother cries out to me." So God asked Cain, "Where's your brother?" knowing that Cain had killed Abel, right?
Yes.
So why did he ask him? In order to confront him, to show you how wicked and evil he is. He thinks he can lie to me and get away with it, and he doesn't repent, right?
Yes.
Now, even in Mark 5, if you had read it
Trying
carefully,
to make him realize that he has sinned.
yes, not only realize sin, to show you how evil and wicked Cain is, that when I ask him about his brother, he thinks he can lie and cover up his crime, because that tells you that Cain thinks that God doesn't see everything and know everything. Because if Cain knew God knows everything and sees everything, it would be stupid on his part to say, "How do I know? Am I my brother's keeper?" Because he would know that God already knows, right?
Yes, he already knows.
So God is doing that to show you, because this is going to be recorded by Wahi inspiration. Look how evil this man is, that even when I confront him, he thinks he can cover his crime and get away with it because he thinks I don't see and know all things. So he didn't ask because God didn't know, right?
Yes.
Even in that chapter, if you read it, it's in Mark 5, it's in Matthew 9, it's in Luke 8, same story. Didn't even the disciples get astonished, saying, "All this crowd pressing in on you, and you ask who touched you?" There's an entire crowd touching you, Jesus. And you're wondering who touched you? Who didn't touch you? So then that tells you Jesus knew something happened, right? For him to ask who touched me, right?
Yeah, because he knew, that's why he asked the question.
Oh, so why did he ask if he knew that this woman touched him and then healing power came out of his body into her and to heal her? Why do you think he asked her? Because what did she do? Huh?
Like, who touched my clothes? He just asked.
Yeah, so why, when everyone was touching his clothes, right? Didn't even the disciples say, all this crowd, this throng, they're all touching you. What do you mean, who touched you? Who didn't touch you? So that means Jesus knows something's happening, right?
It's something like changed, like because of
Yes.
that.
So why is he asking? Think about it. Because she came stealthily, secretly, didn't want to be known. She wanted to remain hidden, touched and took off, right? So why do you think then Jesus asked her?
I believe there's a deeper wisdom why he asked him.
Well, no, think about it. Okay, if you read it carefully, she goes, "If only I touch the hem of his garment, I'll be healed." So she knew he can heal her, and she had that much faith. But she did it secretly, right? Touched and took off. Wanted to do it in secret, hiding and hide, right?
Yes.
So then now make the connection. Who touched my cloak? Why do you think he's asking? Because he wants her to confess and acknowledge the miracle and give testimony and not hide it.
So like just trying to prove that he is the Son of God. Like,
in other words,
showing a miracle.
Why are you going to hide what God has done for you? You should go around and proclaim the goodness of God and how much he loves you and what he has done for you. This is similar to, even in Mark 5, the demoniac earlier. Remember the man? What did Jesus say to that man earlier? He says, "Go to your people and tell them all that the Lord has done for you." And he went around telling them all that Jesus had done. Right in Mark 5, that demoniac?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what did he say? Go announce all the good that God has done for you. It's because when God does something for you, you don't hide it. You then declare it to the world in order to give witness to how good God is, how merciful and loving He is, and how much He loves us.